and he was
having
living
having a difficult time.
having a difficult time.
Okay. He
He
had
had no money to buy. He had no money to buy food for his family as he walked
around
the valley air.
one morning.
One morning, he had a skull on his face and a growl in his stomach.
Okay, let's talk about the first paragraph you just read, Abdullah. Okay, tell me, who is our hero in this paragraph? Tell me, who is our hero? What is his name? What is his name? Yes.
Anansi.
Anansi. Okay. Can you tell me? How many character does Anansi have in this paragraph? And why? Okay, tell me how many characters. 1, 2, 3, or what? Huh?
5.
He has many characters. Can you tell me how many characters? Okay, let's ask by another face. Okay, Anansi. Does Anansi is Anansi as is a normal person or a strange person? Huh?
What?
Anansi is a normal person, good person, or a strange person? Good person and a lovely person, or a bad person? Do you think? Huh?
Bad person.
Bad person. Okay. Tell me why. Why Anansi, from this paragraph, do you know he is a bad person? Is he a good person or a trick-sitter person? Trick-sitter person, huh? Huh? Abdullah, can you tell me what is the meaning of trick-sitter person?
Yes.
What is the meaning of trick-sitter? Trick-sitter. Huh? What is the meaning of this word? I don't know. You don't know. Do you know what is the meaning of trick? Do you know is trick? What is the meaning of trick? Trick.
No.
Trick. In English, trick. When I wanted to chase you, okay, and make some bad thing to you. Kheda, okay. Like Rami's program, okay. Trickster means someone who make bad things to people. In Arabic, we call them Nassab or Muhtal, okay. And he was having a difficult time, okay. Let's continue our story to know why Anansi is a bad person. Okay, I will read it and you will read after me. Passing by neighbor house, Anansi heard something that pleased him. Do you know what the meaning of pleased him? Pleased him. What is the meaning of pleased him? Pleased him mean make him happy. Feel happy. لا pleased here pleased him. سمع حاجة خلته سعيد. Okay. I will continue. The neighbor was an old witch. Old witch, what is the meaning of old witch? Witch. يعني ايه witch? Witch يعني ساحرة. الساحرة كانت الجارة بتاعته ساحرة قديمة. Let's continue and see. She was an angry and unpleasant witch who became furious whenever anyone said her name. كانت بتبقى ساحرة غير سعيدة، بتبقى أي حد بيقول اسمها بتبقى متضايقة أو في حيرة من أمرها. She hated her name. كرهها اسمها. All through her life, people and loved or looked surprised when they heard what her name was. Can you guess what her name was? كان يا أستاذ عبد الله كان الساحرة دي everyone said his name. Loved. Why? His name is 5. His name is her name is 5. Sorry.
5.
كان اسمها ايه 5. You know, your name is Abdullah. What is my name? Do you remember, Mr. A? ها
Mr. Magdi?
لا مستر جورج. مستر جورج. اوكي.
Mr. George.
George.
Okay.
Okay. His name is A. Five. Your name is Abdullah and my name is is George, but his name is Five. It's a strange name. It's not normal to call someone Five. Okay. Five is number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Anansi peeked through a gap into the witch fence. Anansi, as you see in the picture, he want to go into her house. Okay. So he goes through the fence. She was stirring her big cooking. She was cooking. Okay, let's see what happened in the next. Can you read this paragraph from but to forever? Continue, Abdul.
Okay.
But and mattering.
Boot and muttering and mumbling
No, mumbling. Spell.
as with the smoke and sparks
Were blue.
were blue and were blue and green. So Anansi now she was
Cooking up.
cooking up some big
Magic. Magic. Okay.
magic.
Okay. Suddenly
she snatched up her
stuff.
stuff and started to pound it on the ground. On the ground.
On the ground as she walked.
Around the pot. Anansi
listened.
Listen carefully. Listen
what?
carefully to what she said. I
curse بلعن أو بتصب لعنات يعني. I curse anyone. Continue. Yes.
I curse anyone who say the word five to disappear forever.
Okay. In this paragraph, our witch Five make a magic. What is the magic? It's a mix a lot of things together in a boot. And
أو ساحرة.
okay. بتعمل ايه بقى؟ what does she make? She make a dirty magic in the boot and she put it on the land. She said, who said five to her will be cursed. Okay. أي حد هيقول لها five هيتلعن. He will be cursed. He will disappear forever. If you said to her five, you will be disappeared. هتختفي. Okay. Why? طب هي بتعمل كده ليه يا أستاذ عبد الله؟ Because she hated her name. She hated her name. Okay. يبقى قلنا let's continue. Anansi rubbed his hand together and jumped around on his her legs. Oh, this cloud make me some money. And this could make me some money or get some food on the table for my family. He smelled widely and his sharp teeth sparkled. Okay, Anansi rushed to the path that ran along the river bank. What do you mean? What is the meaning of the river?
River نهر.
نهر. Okay. River bank معناها ضفة النهر. Okay. Between the village and the marketplace. Soon everyone who was going to the market would walk past. They would be on their way to buy the delicious yams, beets, bulls, and grains that would be built high in the market. يبقى نانسي عمل ايه؟ نانسي راح جاي على الضفه اللي بين النهر. اوكي. علشان يشوف الدنيا ويشوف الحياه عامله ازاي. Let's continue بقى. Continue from Anansi to waited. يلا استاذ عبد الله. Anansi
said to work and play.
Build
up 5 months of air near the path looked just like he had planted
5 yams.
5 yams.
Yams اللي هي البطاطا. Okay.
Mm.
Then
Then he sit down and
waited. Okay. First, to come by was little Mrs. Rabbit. She carried a basket full of sweet potato pieces and walked slowly because it was heavy. قابل أول حد في سكته الأرنبة كانت شايلة في إيديها بطاطا حلوة. Nancy stepped forward and smiled. That looked like a big weight. Please rest a while and help me. I don't know how to count, so I cannot tell how many yams I have planted. بتقول له ايه هنا؟ بتقول له ايه؟ that look a big weight. بتقول له ده البطاطا شكلها كبير. Rest a while. ارتاح. I don't know how to count, so I can't tell how many yams I planted. Mrs. Rabbit was so kind, so she stopped. She put down her basket and hopped along the row, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In a flash and bang, Mrs. Rabbit disappeared. And Nancy, do you know what happened to Mrs. Rabbit? Okay, again. I will read it again. Mrs. Rabbit was kind, so she stopped. She put down her basket and hopped along the row, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a flash. And a bang, Mrs. Rabbit disappeared. What happened to her? Do you know?
disappear.
Why? Why? The rabbit?
Because he count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
She said what? She said 5. So she disappeared. Okay? يبقى Nancy tricked the rabbit. She counted to 5, then she disappeared. Nancy gobbled down the whole basket of sweet potato in a second. He licked his lips and sat down again to wait. Who is the first victim? مين الضحية الأولى لأنانسي؟ مين؟
Mrs. Rabbit.
Mrs. Rabbit. Do you think Miss Nancy will be a good person and come back? No, he will continue. No. Let's see. Okay. Read from not longer until but. Yeah, this paragraph. Okay. Continue.
Not longer after he heard like
he heard little footsteps
on the page and looked up at the Mr. Duck.
It was Mr. Duck. It was
Mr. Duck. He walked along
with his chest held high
and his feet made a slap sound on the bed. He had a bag
with his
lunch in it by
his side.
Mr. Duck
stopped
when he said Nancy and asked him how he was. Nancy
put. Okay, let's see what happened. Nancy put all on glum expression. Mr. Duck, I have no idea how to count my yam plants. Can you help me, please? He tricked him another time, another person. Mr. Duck, because he's a kind man, Mr. Duck bobbed his head and bobbed out his chest even farther. Well, Nancy, he said, it was quite simple. Start with 1, then it's 2, 3, 4, and 5. What happened? Mr. Duck disappeared instantly. And Nancy ate up the lunch. وابتدى ياكل العشاء بتاعه. يبقى التاني who is the first person to trick؟
Mr. Duck.
لا first person not the second. First person Mrs. what؟
Mr. Rabbit.
Mrs. Rabbit. The second was Mr.
Rabbit.
The second was Mr. Duck. Mr. Duck. How many person does Anansi trick? How many till now?
2.
2. Okay. Let's see what happened next. Mr. Duck bobbed his hair. Okay. And now I know you will be wondering about Anansi family. Did he think about them? Did he save any food for them? No, he didn't. He ate everything without thought about any of them. If you remember in the first of our story, Anansi think about his family and how he will bring them food, but he met 2 persons and he ate all the food. So if he think about his family, where is the food for his family? Do you think Anansi is a good person till now or a bad person?
Bad person.
Do you think Anansi take care of his family or he doesn't care of his family? He is good for his family or bad for his family? Think about it. Anansi to his family is good or bad? Anansi with his family is good or bad?
Bad.
Bad. Why? Tell me why. In simple sentence. Tell me why. قول لي ليه. قول لي ليه هو وحش مع عيلته.
عشان.
Because yes, because he ate all the food and didn't give him anything. اكل كل الايه الطعام وما ادالهمش ولا. هقول ايه؟ He ate all the food and he didn't give him anything. Okay, let's read another part. You will read from next to away these 2 paragraphs. It's your turn,
Okay.
Abdul. Next to.
1 minute. Next to come along on his way to the market to buy some tasty
treats.
What? ايه ده؟
treats. Okay. tasty treat اللي هي الحلويات اللذيذة. تمام.
Miss Frog.
Was Mrs. Frog. Mrs. Frog. Okay.
Mrs. Frog. She did
not stop
when Anansi called after hey, please help me. No,
count my plants. Okay. Another trick on the frog. Continue. She laughed يعني ضحكت بتاعها. She laughed. Ha ha ha. No way.
She laughed. No way. Count them by
yourself.
By yourself. She called over his shoulder as he hopped
away. Okay. يعني هي قالت له ايه؟ count them on yourself and hopped away, run away from him. Do you think she know he is a trickster or he will devise here? Do you know? Do you think that? Tell me why is that?
No one.
Eh? What?
What?
What do you say? I can't hear you. Abdullah?
She loved no way.
Yes, okay. She loved and she ran away from him because she know he is a bad person. Okay, I will read. It didn't bother Anansi too much because he knew there would be plenty of more chances for him to try his trick out. He imagined what delicious food she would find. He didn't imagine taking any to these hungry children. He was going to eat as much as he could fit in his stomach and then come back and try the trick again on another day. Okay, continue. Can you read from a scaring sound pulled Nancy out of his deadly dream? It was Mrs. Shrew. On her tiny back, she had a huge cloud of freshly made pies that she was hoping to sell. The load was 3 times her size, and her face was red from the effort she was making. ابتدى يقابل شخصية تانية اسمها ميسيس شرو. Our Lady Shrew, how nice to see you. Sit a while and rest. I need your help to count my plants, and you can share your wisdom with me. Anansi is grinned and showed all his sharp teeth. He was trying hard to be charming because he really wanted to eat all the pies. He wanted to trick Mrs. Shrew, okay? Mrs. Shrew was not fool. Continue بقى عبد الله، اقرا كده من اول Mrs. Shrew لغايه اخر الصفحه، اتفضل.
Mrs. Shrew was not a fool. She could see Anansi's
Eyes
eyes
glisten
as
she looked at the pies.
Well, Anansi, you are kind. I am trained.
I am tired.
I am tired. She bowed down her load.
How can I help?
How can I help? I
can't count.
I can count. He lied.
He lied.
He lied. Can you count
my yam mounds for me? Continue.
For me.
Mrs. Shrew smiled.
Mrs. Shrew smiled. She walked
to the nearest.
She walked to the nearest mound and
stood on it.
She bought
to the mound.
But the mound that was fresh.
She pointed that mound. She pointed يعني شاورت.
She pointed the mound that was
the farthest away.
The farthest away from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one. She said
Clear.
Okay.
On a glum expression, Mr. Duck, I have no idea. I have no idea how to count my yam. Sorry, okay. Anansi frowned. Do it again. Say all the numbers, he said. You want her to say what? She said 1, 2, 3, 4. He wants her to say what? عايزة تقول رقم 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 1 that I am sitting on. Mrs. Shrew spoke slowly and clearly. A flash of anger passed over Anansi's face. Come on, say Zembo barely. He was finding it difficult to keep a smile on his face. Again, Mrs. Shrew smiled sweetly and counted slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one on here. She pointed to the mounds beneath her feet. Earth, say 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 5, shouted Anansi. Instantly, in a big burst of sparkle, he disappeared. Mrs. Shrew picked up her load and set off to the market. She would sell these pies and buy mouth-watering delicious for her family. Okay, what happened to Mr. Anansi in the end of the story? What happened to him? What happened? Who is the person who is the person who disappeared in the end? Nancy or this character? Huh? What happened? What happened to Nancy at the end of the story? Did he win or disappeared? Disappeared. Okay. Let's take some exercise on our story. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the witch's name and why she didn't like it? She didn't like it, huh? What was the witch name? I will 5. Why didn't she like it?
Because he hated.
What?
Because he hated
Hated.
his
Okay.
name.
Okay. Let's take another question. Okay. What was the witch doing in her garden? You have a paper with you to write the answer? Or no? Abdullah? What was the witch doing in her garden? كانت بتعمل ايه في الجاردن بتاعتها؟
Cooking.
No. Read it, huh? She was angry and bit. You know, here and putting. She's this. Can you tell me what she cooking? What? Nancy, I can find the answer here. Nancy peeked through a gap in the witch fan. She was steering her big cooking. She was steering her big. I will you write it. She was steering her big cooking boots. كانت بتقلب في الحلة بتاعتها القدر ده. And muttering and mumbling as well. يبقى هكتب الإجابة هنا كانت بتعمل وصفات سحرية أهي. السطر اللاين ده. She was steering her big cooking boots and muttering and mumbling as well. Okay? You write it? You write it?
Yes.
Are you sure? Okay. Another question. What was Nancy? Why was Nancy pleased? ليه كان Nancy فرحان؟ Nancy. Yes. كان فرحان ليه؟ أخذ إيه خلاه فرحان من الست الساحرة دي؟
أخذ
Nancy كان why is Nancy pleased؟ كان فرحان ليه؟
because he
take what?
because he listened word happy.
Listen carefully to what she said, from the which she said, and he know the trick how to trick people. ان هو هيخدع الناس ازاي اللي هو السطر ده. السطرين دول. She Nancy listen carefully to what she said. I cursed anyone who say word 5 to disappear forever. اللي هي السطر ده. ماشي؟ كتبنا ولا ايه؟ ولا عملنا عليها لاين؟
عملنا عليها لاين.
ماشي هصدقك. ماشي يا عبد الله. احنا في السؤال نمبر دي. What was the first animal that Nancy tricked؟ ايه اول حيوان خدعه؟
Mr. Rabbit.
Mrs. Rabbit. Okay. Which animal were not fooled by Nancy؟ ايه الحيوانات اللي ما اتخدعتش من Nancy؟
مش الشروق.
مش الشروق and what؟ which else؟
And Mr. Duck.
اوكي مثل frog. اوكي تمام. اوكي يبقى عندي هنا two animals. اوكي let's take another. Which what animal could you buy in the market? What things could you buy in the market? What things you could buy in the market? من القصة بتاعتنا هنا تقدر تشتري ايه في السوبر ماركت؟ ها ثانية.
Can buy cheese and bread
What
and
else? What else? Yes. I can say I can chocolate chips. What I can candy, anything else. Okay. You have another question. Why was Mrs. Shu going to the market, and what was she going to do there? Mrs. Shu كانت رايحة السوبر ماركت ليه وبتشتري ايه؟ Mrs. Shu. اها Mrs. Shu she nice oil. اهي Mrs. Shu اهي. ليه كانت رايحة الماركت؟ انا في الباراجراف ده يا عبد الله اهو ثانية.
يا ماما.
انا هنا انا هنا انا هنا اهو اهي. And why does Mrs. Shu go to the market? A lot of freshly made pies that she was hoping to sell. She had a lot of freshly made pies she hoping to sell. شايلة شوية فطاير عايزة تبيعهم فين؟ في السوق. Okay.
Okay.
You write it? Okay. Let's take another. Why did Anansi get angry with Mrs. Shu? Why? It's so easy. Why? She counted 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one.
And this one.
Tell me why, but because Mrs. Shu didn't count what? Didn't count 5. Tell me the answer, ba? You wanted Mrs. Shu to count what?
She want Mrs. Shu to count 5.
5. Okay. How many characters are there in the story you have just read? Make a list. قول لي كده كم شخصية كده. Tell me بقى. I will start from the beginning. Okay. First, this character 1, 2, Anansi and the witch. 3, 4. 3. Sorry, so it's again 3, 4, and 5 frog. 6. Do you think 6 or 7? Pick 6 or 5. 6. Tell me who are there. Okay. Write in you will write in this paper, and in the next session you will tell me who are there. Okay. تكتبهم في ورقه وتقول لي مين الحصه اللي جايه ال6 اشخاص دول. Okay. We answer the essay. 5. Okay. You will answer the following question. Okay. Fill in the blank from the story. You will this will be homework number 2. Okay. Number 3. Answer the question about these lines from the story. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one that I am sitting on. Who says these words?
Mrs. Shu.
اوكي. لو اللينك خلص يا عبد الله ممكن نخش على نفس اللينك تاني لو كده 5 دقايق بس لو احتاجناهم يعني. تمام. لو ما خلصناش يعني.
Okay.
Number 2. What is the speaker counting? What is the speaker count? كانت بتعد ايه؟ انانسي كان بيقول لها عديهم.
بيقول ايه؟ انانسي كان بيقول لها عندي 5 عشان تفتكر.
ايه النبات ده النبات ده كان اسمه ايه؟ يامز. yams اوكي
Yeah.
اللي هو البطاطا اوكي. Why
Yeah.
does the speaker says and this one that I am sitting on? Why؟ ليه المتحدث كان بيقول لغاية 4 واللي أنا قاعد عليه ما كانش بيقول 5 ليه؟
عشان because disappear.
To not disappear عشان ما تختفيش. What happened after this؟ إيه اللي حصل بعد كده؟ إيه اللي حصل لأنانسي؟ Anansi what? Anansi disappeared. Anansi count to 5 and disappear. تمام اوكي. Your homework will الواجب بتاعك يبقى ايه يا عبد الله بقى؟ الاسئله اللي احنا حلناها مع بعض دي من A to I اوكي هتحلها انت كتبتها في ورقه تبعتها لي والكومبليت هتبعته لي برضه والانسر دي هتبعته لي